Hi and welcome to Let's Talk eBay. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is July 29, 2020. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content and you come back for more. Today, I just want to go over a few things I put up on eBay. I have my picture window open that has all the pictures in there, and I just want to show you some of the stuff I have and that I listed today. And I want to go over like a little thing, like a little incentive thing, not an incentive thing, but something kind of like help make sales. At least I always try, that, guys. Every time I come up with an idea, I want to share it with you guys. So I hope the information I provide helps. I hope you get a little takeaway from it. Hope it helps out in some way. So I don't mind sharing information. But what I want to talk about is, well, I'm going to break out of this window really quick. I'm going to talk. I got some little, news I want to share with you guys too. I got some windows open up. I'm not going to go too crazy with it, guys. I really don't want to get too much into it. I really would like to try to keep this. I know it sounds like a broken record, but you know where I'm going with this. If you're new to my YouTube channel, for those who already know, the subscribers I already have know that sometimes when I open up my videos, when I start my videos, I talk about, I like to try to keep the videos short and sweet and everything, and lo and behold, it always goes on a lot longer. So without further ado, let me jump right into the window really quick. I just want to get into it, and then we're going to call it quits. But before I do, I just want to go over this really quick. I got this magazine that comes in. It's called Independent Retailer. And, every now and then I like to look at it, I got it today, came in the mail. And, sometimes you get some good ideas from these things here. And some of the things we're talking about, selling, essential oils is one thing. I don't really get into that stuff there. But they were talking about, I never really thought about much of it. Let me just go over here really quick. Say goodbye to germs. Hand sanitizers. See this here? They got this here, hand sanitizer. Alright. Now, I don't know anything about the company. I can't say anything because I never, bought anything from them. But, that might be a little something to add to the mix if you're selling on eBay like I am. Might be something to think about. And the other thing, I know it's been staring me in the face like a gifted horse. Is these here face mask? See? Now I'm showing you guys this stuff. I don't know. Like you're gonna say, people may question, say, "Hey, Rich, are you gonna be selling any of this stuff?" I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. But it seems like, well, this magazine talks a little different things too. They talk about other things. It's got, what this is with this magazine, the Independent Retailer. It's called, if you want to check it out, it's independentretailer.com. They talk about different things like where the company, where the stuff is made. They talk about bath and beauty, gifts and jewelry, apparel and fashion, and so on. And the topic is here. The front cover is keeping America healthy. Okay, you might want to check it out if you get a chance. All right. I wanted to get that out of the way before I forget. You're probably saying, okay, well, all right, now you got that out of the way. But no, I just was trying to just throw that out there. I was looking at it today and I was thinking about, that's a good idea. Maybe with this COVID thing going on, maybe that might be something to maybe look into along with the face mask. I don't know. It's kind of like adding something to the mix. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. Then the other thing I want to share with you guys, let me go to the window really quick. Let me back out of here. Okay, before I get started with the brief news, that is, hopefully, these are some of the things I picked up yesterday. I don't know if you guys will follow me on yesterday's video, the day before. I was talking about they have 50% off. At my local thrift store. I only went to one. I didn't go to two of them. I went to one, and I came across these here. These items I picked up. A couple of them are revised. For example, this one here is revised here. This one here, click it on really quick here. It's going to probably bump me out. Let me see if I can get it here. Okay, this one here was a revision. What happened was I went to the local thrift store and I wanted to make the package a lot better. offer a little more bang for the buck, so to speak. So I picked these things up here, the video cables. Now it came, this is new. This is an open box one here. I'm including new batteries with it from an open pack that I purchased. The batteries are good. But anyway, I picked this thing because I noticed a lot of people, well, not a lot, but the majority of people are selling the same model. They had this with it. They didn't have this one, but they had this with it. Okay? So all I did was just to entice it a little, I added a brand new set of batteries with it for the remote, and I picked this thing up at my local thrift store. Is it going to help make a sale? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But anyway, I picked that up, and let's see the other thing here. This is the Keurig model K10. Yeah, K10 here. It is better. That's without the flash. This is with the flash. It's a nice white Keurig coffee maker. It's been tested. I got to change. But the only thing I got to do is update over here the buttons over here, the brew and power button. The lead is faded out. I don't know what it is. They should make that engraved, you know, because they fade out if you wash them. Now this is how I bought it. This is not mine. It's a pre-owned one. So I just want you guys to know that. But this thing is pretty clean. And what I'm going to do with this here is I wanted to share this really quick with you guys. Let me just make the screen bigger, and I'll show you what I'm adding to it. Just as a little something, a little extra perk to it. Right? Let's go over here really quick. I'm going to add this to it. I printed it out. I also downloaded it on my computer. I scanned these in. And if I can get the other page off here. So you're going to have the basic instructions. Now, a lot of people, now you see it says with the B31. See it says B31. This same exact operation for the K10s. Okay? And I'm including this. But this one can't real small. I got to figure out how to make this bigger. I'm including this with it as well. Okay? So it's little things like this. I'm not saying it's going to be a game changer, where it's going to make, you know, definitely make a sale. Say, oh, I got to buy from him. This guy's great. He's giving basic instructions. No, I'm not. It's not going to say that. But the reason why I'm doing this here, the reason why I'm adding this here to the Keurig coffee makers, the B31 models and the K10. I sold quite a bit of them, to be honest with you. The reason why I'm doing that is because I've been getting from a couple others, not a lot. I've been getting it from a couple others asking out how to work the machine. I'm not being funny, or I'm not upset over it. They're asking how to work the machine. So I figured rather than me go into a whole process of just telling them, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, I figured let me just go and do a Google search on basic instructions on how to set the machine up and work it, and I'll send it off with them there. I've been doing that with the K10s and the B31 models, and so far, knock on wood, nothing's been coming back. Nobody's complaining. I only had that one time I sent it, but the buyer didn't return it. The only thing the buyer said is, how do you work it? So what I did was what I just showed you here. I printed it out. You know, I did a Google search on it, and I printed it out, scanned it into my computer, and then I shot it over. I emailed it to the lady. Well, actually through eBay, not through my own personal thing. You know, my own personal email. And so far everything's copacetic, but that was a while back. So it's the little things like that. Then the other thing is, what did you call it there? Well, this is how I'm just showing you how it's clean in here. This is pretty clean, I have to honestly say. If someone's looking for a nice Keurig coffee maker, I know it sounds like, oh, this guy's leading, this is a segue. Not really. I take a lot of pictures like this here. But let me go over here and show you the other things I picked up here. This one here is a nice coffee mug. It's a Mickey Mouse mug. I believe it's a 16 ounce. I picked this thing up here again yesterday. Everything was 50% off, so I picked this thing up here, and it's nice. I was even thinking of keeping it for myself because I do like, you know, the Mickey Mouse. Especially it's a nice size coffee mug, 16 ounce. I believe it's a 16 ounce. It's really nice. Okay. Yeah. So I picked this up here yesterday. I also picked up some baseball cards. Now, am I a baseball fan? No, I'm not. I mean, I know the teams. I don't know all the players, but I picked up some baseball cards. They come, I think it's a total of 6 sheets with a total of 52 cards on there. And, you know, I picked these things up for like a song and a dance. And I'm going to see, you know, whether they sell or not. I don't know. But I figured it can't hurt, you know. And I got some black and white ones over here that show. These are not original reprints, by the way. I mean, originals, these are reprints. I like a Bill Terry, 1937, 1930. Yeah, these are reprints as far as I know, because they're really in great condition. So I picked these things up as well. So, and that's the inside of the cup. Whenever it comes to selling mugs, take pictures of the inside. People like to see that sometimes because sometimes they're scratched. I've been around. I just want to share this really quick. When I went to thrift stores and you see a nice mug from the outside, you look at it and you look inside, it's like it's got scratch in it. You'll probably either use Brillo or one of those Scotch-Brite things. With ceramics like this here, use a sponge. Use a sponge or else you'll mess it up. Okay. Let's see what else I got over here. Let me go over here for a second. Go down here. Yeah, so this one here was a refresher on this one here. This is the one I showed you. I added that cable to it. Now, is it going to help? I don't know. I should have got the cable first, take the pictures. I had it up already. Then I had to take pictures again. That's why you see them here. And the other one I picked up here was, I had to do a refresh on it, was this one here. If I can get it to point. Yeah, this one here with this Craig CD player. The CD does not work, but the AM and FM does. And the reason why I had to update is I went out and bought an extra set of headphones because I used the other headphones with the Panasonic CD player I have. That's good. It's got the speakers, and it's also I got a brand new pair like this. It's got 3 watches on it, folks. I think it's got a listed for $29.99. So if you guys are interested in it, make a best offer. This one I think I got listed for $9.99. So, but it's an AM and FM. Maybe if you're a guy who knows how to fix the cassette, the CD player, you'll have yourself a nice, little unit here butts around with. It's got conditions, it's got scratches on it and stuff, but it works. It works. I take different pictures with it, but it's got scratch. You can see it's in here. It's in the photos as well. So, but otherwise, if you're looking for like I said, if you're looking for a radio that you want to play around with, you might want to check into this here. And what's the other thing I got? Is there anything else? I think that's basically it, right? Yeah. I didn't pick up much, as you can see. The coffee maker, the cup, the cards, and other miscellaneous things I picked up, which are not here, like bubble pad, like they sell like the popcorn in a bag. They had that for, I think, 99 cents for a bag like this, the big popcorn thing. So you got that for 50 cents. So when I see them in my bag, even when I used to go with my brother, we go on occasion, we go there, he goes, whenever you see that, pick it up because it's a good price. And the bag is like yay big, so for 50 cents, that'll come in handy when I have to ship the mug out. All right, so let's back out of here right now. Let's not back out of here, but let's go over here. And I want to share some information with you guys, and then we are going to close it out. I want to share this with you guys. I have this here listed on eBay, okay? And it says for a local pickup. Person made a best offer, believe it or not, for 15 bucks. Well, I can't expect, I got it cheap. And I messaged the person back with a count. I said, well, how about 20? And I also told the person, the location of this item is in New York, and it's for a local pickup. So I don't know. I'm waiting for the person to get back to me. They're probably gonna say, "Oh man, you know what that tells you, right, folks? You know what that tells you, right?" I'm trying to move this over here. Let me get this here if I can do this here. Bear with me for 1 second here. You know what that tells you, right? That tells you people, buyers, potential buyers are not reading the descriptions. They're not reading them. This is the second time somebody wanted to buy something from me. It was a local pickup, and the person was in another state. They placed the order, and I was so happy. I don't know. Oh, I wish I knew what it was again. I forgot. And when I told the person, where they live, I said, this item that you pick up is for a local pickup. So they said, geez, I wasn't aware of that there. Can you cancel the order out? I go, why? You know why they weren't aware of it? They didn't read the description. I've done a video like this a while back. It's in the midst of all those other videos. Buyers are not reading the description all the way through. How many times have I said it over and over again? I guess I got to put everything in big bold letters maybe. Buyers, attention buyers, please read the description details. They don't read them. This person's going to get back to say, okay, I'm sorry about that. I know they are because the person's in South Carolina. I had to laugh because I went through this over and over. I go through this every now and then with people, but I don't always talk about it on my eBay, on the YouTube channel. Yeah. So hopefully when a person gets my message, they're going to say, wow. And you want to know what? I just now, when I got this message, I went in there to try to correct, like, change the title. Because I want to put in there karaoke, the singing machine model, whatever, for local pickup only. Do you know it won't let me edit it? Because it's got an offer on it. No kidding. I couldn't edit it. But it's got an active offer. Oh boy. Alright. Anyway, just want to share with you guys. So let me bump out of here. Close this out. Alright. Now we're down, and then there were 3. Look at this one here. For those who are new, I do not read everything verbatim. I will give you the URLs to where I got the information from, and the rest is up to you to pick up where I left off. And with that, I need a swig of water here. You don't want to know something? I want to share this with you really quick. Before I had to set my green screen, my white screen up, as you can see behind me on the little webcam below. And then you see the back here. That's how it looks, right? Every time, this is without fail, I don't know what it is, I have to share with you. I go into a sneezing attack. It's like, and then it bothers me. My throat gets all sore, scratchy like. And every time I want to do a video, I always end up having these. It's like, why is that? Is there somebody up there? Is there somebody around here? I don't know. It's like, it never fails. I was sitting here all afternoon. It's going on, what, 5:30 here? 20 after 5 p.m. over here. I'm on the east coast of New York. Not one sneezing attack. I have allergies too, seasonal allergies, right? And soon as I get ready, I'm setting my white screen up. I'm getting everything also. I'm getting my cup of water here. I'm adjusting my mic settings, getting everything all set up, looking through my emails and stuff like that. And the next thing you know, boom, it comes upon me. Every time I do a video. Strange, but true. All right, just wanted to share with you guys. So if I sound a little hoarse or my throat's a little irritated, it's because of that. Just wanted to share it with you guys. All right, now with that aside, for those who knew, I do not read everything verbatim. I will give you the URLs to where I got the information from, and the rest is up to you to pick up where I left off. And you can see why I don't want to read too much, because we'll read into it because, like I said, my throat's a little scratchy right now. This is from Marketplace Pulse, so it's www.marketplacepulse.com. And I found it kind of interesting. It came out today, as you can see. I always like to throw the dates in there so you guys know it's pretty current. It's not too old. Pretty new in some cases. Sometimes I do revert back to older dates. Not often, though, but sometimes. This came out July 29, 2020. It says Shopify overtakes eBay. So it goes on to say here, reading a little into it, you can see the graph here. It goes, Shopify gross merchandise volume GMV for the second quarter was $30.1 billion compared to eBay's $27.1 billion for the first time. Shopify processed more transaction volume than eBay. Shopify is not a marketplace directly comparable to eBay. However, like all e-commerce companies, they compete for the same customers. eBay reported a 26% GMV growth for the second quarter of the highest quarterly growth rate in 15 years and 35% of GMV growth in the United States. Meanwhile, Shopify said its GMV grew 119% in the second quarter. It doesn't break out GMV by region. Additionally, Shopify added that it saw growth acceleration in April and May, decelerating in June. Thus far in July, Shopify's growth in the second quarter was the highest quarterly growth rate since it went public in 2015. Look at the graph here, folks. Look at this. eBay versus GMV. Shopify GMV and eBay. Yep. Interesting, right? All right. I'm not going to read too much. I gave you the URL. If you want to come back and pick up where I left off, please do. Let's go to the next window here. Okay. I'm not sure. Let me see. I think Okay, they're both from Tamebay. Good. So I could just say it one time. Okay. The URL for this one here, for these last two websites, is tamebay.com. It's Tamebay. It's www.tamebay.com. That's probably the guy that you just heard there. That's probably the guy that I told him the item is a local pickup. Hang on for a second. I just want to check this out really quick. I got it on my iPad. I just want to see something really quick here. Okay. He goes, offer declined. Okay. I kind of figured that was going to happen. It would have been a nice thing, though. I'm really been trying to get rid of it. I knew that was going to happen anyway. Not that I was surprised. I just wanted to, I'm glad. Well, now I could update it the right way. All right. So I'm glad that's over. I'll take care of it after I do this video. This here is got me a little uneasy. I was talking to my brother about this here the other day. We were talking about this here, how the post office, I don't know if it's because of lack of help or whatever it is, or because of the COVID thing. It seems like some of the mail's being hung up. I ordered something, well, when people buy from me, I send the stuff out. In most cases, I try to do it with, USPS priority mail. And I sent an item to a person in Florida, right? Took 3 days to get there. I think it was either 2 or 3 days, but USPS priority mail. I ordered this watch that's on my wrist through Walmart. And I don't know how Walmart has it set up, but when you go to Walmart's website and you make a purchase, they'll tell you ships from blah, blah, blah company. Now, supposedly, the company was in, I don't think they were in Florida. They were in Connecticut. Now, Connecticut, where I am in New York, if I got in my car and I drove there, I could probably be there in maybe 2.5 hours, tops, 3. It took almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks to get this watch. 2 weeks from Connecticut. It's we're the tri-state area. You ever hear the tri-state when they talk about the New York tri-state? New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Whatever. And then we were also reading too. A while back, I was reading. I don't know if it was on Tamebay, one of them, where if the United States Postal Service didn't get funding, the money that they needed to keep the operation going, that the service might not be so good, if you get my drift. But let's read a little into this here. I gave the URL, or did I? All right. Well, let me refresh it again. It's www.tamebay.com. This story came out July 28, 2020. USPS, financially unstable position. Remember, when I tell you these things, folks, I don't want people to get the wrong impression. I'm just sharing information I get off other sites. I don't want you guys to think, oh, the guy. That's why I always give you the URLs on the websites. I could just keep it like really in the background there and just read off it, but then people may think he's making the stories, so that's why I like to give you URL. So it goes on to say USPS has issued a statement on operational excellence and financial stability that details how the Postal Service are in financially unsustainable position due to declines in mail volume and a broken business model. Now, I know a while back they were asking money from the White House, whatever, from Congress, that they needed X amount of money to keep them going. If not, they were going to go. There's going to be some kind of problem coming up in September, which we're not too far off. But let's read a little into this here, because as sellers, it could affect our service. Now, here's the thing, though. It could affect your seller performance. But here's the thing that eBay's got to take in consideration. If there is some kind of, problem going on with eBay, with the United States Postal Service, I'm sure eBay will take that into account and say, hey, listen, I offer one-day shipping. You purchase from me today. If it's early enough and I got it already packaged, I will take it to my post office up to 5 p.m. on the East Coast time in New York, if you buy from me earlier. If not, then it goes out the next day. I offer one-day shipping. So the problem will arise that if there is any discrepancies going on within the United States Postal Service and I ship the item out and let's say it goes out USPS priority mail 2 to 3 days. Someone told me in the postal service, you know, because I called up, I had to call them up one time, and I asked them, I said, listen, they go, you know, I sent an item out, USPS priority mail. I said, person never got it yet. Lady's exact words, we can't guarantee 2 or 3 days. So I said to myself, oh, this is fun. What's the sense of paying, you know, if I was going to pay extra, like if I was going to ship something out, why bother paying an extra money for a service that it's not going to work? I mean, not that I'm saying it is. For me, it works out a little cheaper. And one of the items I sold a buyer, they put down. Now you'll see when they're doing a print, when you're printing your eBay label off, it'll tell you what the buyer selected. And when I'm keying in all the information, and I'm seeing, you know, when you do the comparisons, and I see that I could send that item out a little cheaper via USPS priority mail, I do that. Now people say, well, so if I make a little extra money on it, I don't feel guilty because I look at it this way. I'm burning gas to go to the gas station, to go to the postal service. I'm using envelopes that some cases I have to pay for. I do recycle stuff out. And for the most part, my time. So if the buyer selects USPS Parcel Select, and I can get it from, you know, go to the United States, you know, do it from USPS priority mail, and it's $1 cheaper, people say, yeah, well, you try. Come on, it's $1. Your time has got to be worth something. And if you are driving your car to the post office, that $1 today is not going to do anything. It's not like back in the day. I remember when I was driving back in the day, gas used to be 75 cents a gallon. I would say, yeah, back then it would be great. Today over here by me in New York, the gas is over here about $2.07 a gallon, I think, and I think it's going up. That's for regular, not high test. So, you know, the only thing that's got me a little concerned with this here is, I don't know, I'm not saying it's the U.S. Postal Service is going to belly up or anything of that nature, but I just worry about, you know, the performance, you know, like getting the stuff out. If you send an item out, I offer, like I said, 1-day shipping, and I use USPS priority mail. I would hope that within that time frame between the 2 to 3 days, it's going to get to my buyer, because that's what had happened. This is before COVID. Something happened, and the buyer messaged me, said, hey, where's my item? It's been 2 weeks. And I said, what, 2 weeks? I don't know why they waited 2 weeks. At the time, they shouldn't have told me 2 weeks. I would have hopped on it right away if they told me, like, it didn't arrive in a couple of days. Yeah, I've been waiting 2 weeks to get that item from you. I said, oh, my God. I said, you know, it's things like that that can hurt your seller performance if you take eBay really serious. But needless to say, I messaged the buyer back. I said, look, I'm very sorry about that. I said, I'm going to contact eBay and I'll get right back to you. I messaged eBay. I told them what the story was. I messaged the buyer. I said, give it another day. They said it's in transit. They said it just got rerouted to a different post office or something along that line, from what I remember, and that you should be getting it. And the person, okay, I'm not trying, they said something to the effect like, I'm not trying to be nasty or anything like that. I just want to know where my package is. And I, you know, very cordially, I just did what I normally do, pick up the phone. At that time, you could call them. You still can call, I'm going to share this with you guys real quick. You still can call PayPal and eBay. Now, you might say, well, wait a minute. I thought when you call eBay, it tells you to contact them via by mail. They have a thing called Contact Us Now, something along that line, where they will call you back. Okay? I think I got that information off their website. Yeah, it's something along that line here. You click on the button, you put your phone number in there, it'll tell you the time that they'll get back to you. And lo and behold, I had a question about an item that was going to get shipped to Puerto Rico, and the item, I was unable to print the label out because I got a little message from eBay when it comes to printing the label out. It says something about the address is not right or it's invalid or something like that there. And that's when I contacted PayPal. PayPal and eBay all on the same day. So they do. PayPal has limited customer services, just like I'm sure eBay does as well, because a lot of people work at home. And matter of fact, the lady I spoke to today about that issue, I was asking in regards to a fee reversal for PayPal, and the lady said, "Oh yeah, we could take care of that for you." But I hear a dog in the background. It's like a little poodle or something back then. I was going to ask her, "Are you working at home?" But that's a rhetorical question, because where else would she be working unless unless it's bring your dog to work day. So, yeah, I heard a little dog yapping back there. So I didn't question it. I just didn't. I know what the story is. But anyway, yeah, let me read a little more into this here because I really don't want to get into this too much. All right, it says over here we're currently unable to balance our costs and available funding sources to fulfill both our universal service mission and legal obligations. Because of this, the Postal Service has experienced over a decade of financial losses with no end in sight, and we face an impending liquidity crisis. That doesn't sound too good to me. Does it sound good to you? It doesn't sound good to me. I'm not going to read too much into it. That's why I gave you the URL. You guys could take the take the time if you got it and check it out. See it over here, this word here, right here where my mouse cursor is. See here, I'll highlight it. That's what I like to do, share information. That's why I created this YouTube channel, to share information with you guys out there. Okay, and I will keep posting videos and keep putting videos out like this whenever they become available. I do get Google alerts on a lot of things. We can go on. I get so many alerts from different companies and talk about expanding on each topic. We could be here for hours on end, but I would never do that. And first off, nobody would watch it anyway. I don't blame them. Who wants to watch some guy for 2-3 hours? Can you imagine that? Not that I would do it that way, but that's how much email I get from different sources. And I have to pick and choose. That's why I just said, let me keep this a little on the short side today. All right. And lastly, I don't want to click it twice because then I'll bump out of the screen here. One more time. There you go. This one here, again, is from the same company. It says eBay.com reinstate coronavirus shipping protections. Now, when I was trying to print that label out, I figured maybe I could bypass eBay. Maybe they have a glitch and I can go to PayPal. Got the same message about due to the COVID pandemic, crisis, whatever, there would be. I don't think there was going to be any shipping delays or no delays or whatever. I didn't get a chance. It was written on it was on PayPal, if I'm mistaken, and I figured, oh, maybe I could do it that way. And that's when I ended up calling PayPal up, and they called me back, and they said, no, they have a callback service, PayPal, just to let you know. And the lady said, no. She goes, what happened was the buyer who's in Puerto Rico is new. It must have went through PayPal. It must have got approved because it went through okay. And, when I tried to put the label out, it was asking for a different address because eBay gave me a little warning message there, So I said, okay. I contacted the buyer by mail, by messaging, and she really didn't get back with me. I thought she was going to give me another alternative address, and she didn't. It went back and forth. But anyway, that's what happened with that there. So there are changes. That's happening at times, but you got to go with the flow. Okay, so let's read a little into this. This came out July 28, 2020. This came out by Chris Dawson. It goes on to say eBay.com reinstate coronavirus shipping protections. And let's read a little into this, if I can move my mouse cursor. Okay, it says eBay are reinstating seller shipping protection in the U.S. and backdating them to take the account of recent late deliveries that were out of control of sellers. Well, I'd hope so. It says over here, while the UK complaining about kids soft play centers still being closed and inconvenience of the quarantine. If you decide a holiday in Spain was worth the risk in the U.S., they are paying the price for opening everything and opening too fast. With the attitude that damage to the economy could be worse than for a few deaths. It says over here, the U.S. haven't managed to clamp down on limit the outbreak to the few locations as the UK, and the virus is still widespread in multiple states with tens of thousands affected daily. It says that's why eBay has heard loud clear from the shipping carriers and sellers that the delays in the U.S. deliveries are still commonplace because the pandemic continues to impact carriers, eBay.com, and reinstating the seller shipping protection specifically related to the carrier delays and backdating them to the 1st of July. Wait. to the 1st of July 1st, okay, and they will now run through the 31st of August, okay, and then it goes on to say here, I didn't get a chance to read this whole thing. eBay.com shipping protections. eBay removing shipping defects due to the carrier's delays. U.S. sellers will be protected from late shipments. If you provide valid tracking and the shipping carrier is experiencing delays, eBay will credit you with the one-time tracking uploads, so there is no negative impact on your ability to qualify as a top-rated seller. I like to keep top-rated seller status. I will bend over backwards for my customers. I will try to get them the best deal as possible. There have been times when I had to just decline them. I didn't even bother making account this on the best offers, but for the most part, I will do the best I can to give you guys the best deal out there. Now, I'm not trying to lead to a segue. I'm just stating that. Let's see here. And then it says eBay do, of course, request the U.S. sellers do their bit to dispatch as fast as possible, at least within their standard handling time. Work with the buyers when their issues arise to ensure that the inventory quantities are up to date. All right, it looks like that's about basically it. That's going to be a comment below. You know, like I said again, I offer one-day shipping, and that's why when I called up the PayPal, and I also got in touch with eBay. I spoke to them last night, and I explained the situation. And I was advised, if you ever have a situation, let me just share this with you guys. If you ever have a problem with the buyer trying to print the label out, even if they paid through PayPal, and you're getting an issue where you can't print out the label because it's telling you maybe it's got a different address or a new address is needed, just keep in mind that eBay, for the most part, will stand by you in those situations. They will, you know, be there for you. And I explained to the eBay teammate, I said, look, I shipped one day. I was going to print the label out last night around 10:30 at night, and I told the eBay. They called me up and they got back to me, explained the situation. They said, look, here's what she told me. Wait 24 to 48 hours. Message the buyer, tell them what's going on. I told them, I go, your address there's a conflict with your address. I said, can you provide another address, or revise or whatever? Give me something revised, because this person's new. They just must have just registered. There's no feedback or no selling, no seller experience. So for whatever reason, I asked, and I said, that's why I called up eBay. When I called up eBay, when they called me back, I said, is there a problem shipping to Puerto Rico? I said, no, not that we're aware of, and that's when I explained the situation, and that's when I started getting into it about will affect my solar performance if the buyer doesn't get back to me right away. She said, no, after 24 to 48 hours, that's your call. If you want to cancel it out, fine. For the most part, though, it's always best to contact the buyer, explain the situation like I did, and then when they submit, please cancel my order. Or, in this case, I asked her, I said, there's a conflict with your address. I can't print it out. Can't print the label out. Do you want me to cancel your order? So she wrote back, cancel. I want my money back. I said, okay, no problem. I missed it back. I said, well, thank you anyway for getting back to me. I said, I'm sorry about that. I said, it's not my fault. I said, it's just the way it happened to work out, which it wasn't. It ain't my fault. I don't know if it's going to be like that going forward with, like I said, this was from Puerto Rico, San Juan, Puerto Rico. I had the problem with it. But these things happen. What are you going to do? Then I'm thinking first, another eBay glitch. But then I said, wait, no, that's another thing too. We can't be too quick to jump to the gun. In other words, right away something doesn't look right. Oh, it's eBay's fault. Maybe the buyer had a wrong address. You never know. Or maybe they might have used their neighbor's address, but when they registered on the eBay, they had their address. I don't know. All I know is I couldn't ship it out. I lost the order. I lost the sale. So it is what it is. With eBay, it's always going to be like that. Let me bump out of this window really quick. I was just looking at the clock over here on my wall here. I was like, I can't believe the time, how fast it went. When I came back yesterday, from the thrift store. And I only picked up those items, like I said, there's a couple items I picked up. And the coffee pot took a little time because I always like to make sure it was clean, but I like to thoroughly clean it. And I ran a lot of water through it. You know, sometimes it builds up like a residue in there on the Keurig coffee makers. They have a Keurig coffee maker, Keurig cleaner, but I don't like putting chemicals in there. So the best thing to do is, my suggestion, if you're going to clean the coffee pot out, get yourself some white vinegar, put it in there, you know, get a cup like this here, fill it up maybe with 3 parts of water and 1 part vinegar, run it through the machine a couple of times, you know, just to flush it out. I don't know what's in that Keurig cleaner. They do have it though. If you look it up online, you'll see it. They do have a Keurig cleaner made, you know, to clean that out. I guess because they build up residue in there. It did have some kind of residue. I tell you one thing, it did take some time to just, like, you know, get the final detailing in there, cleaning it out. But once that thing was cleaned out and tested, it worked great. But anyway, I want to end this video because it is getting close to dinner time. And there are times I don't mind skipping lunch and skipping breakfast, but I do like to eat at least one meal for the day. Well, today I was able to have lunch. So that was a Friday. I did have my breakfast and lunch today. So I'm trying to get back on track again. You know, there are times when I will not. There's times I will give up lunch and breakfast. You know, I should say breakfast and lunch, but I don't want to give it dinner. I want to have at least one meal. But as I said in my other videos, folks, the reason why I do what I do is I go a little out of my way is because I do it for you guys out there. And if I could share any little tips and tricks with you guys, I hope you get a takeaway from it. That's very important to me. And it's just basically when I do the reseller news or Let's Talk eBay, it's just to just throw it out there. I don't want to expand too much on the topics. I just want to, I want to get it out there to you guys and just keep you aware of what's going on today and involved with e-commerce. So today's segment is the Let's Talk eBay, and maybe tomorrow will be the reseller news. It depends. Depends what goes on. But I like sharing stuff with you guys. Back in the day, I used to always do demo videos, sneak peek videos, and intro videos. And believe it or not, I kept it on this channel. And I remember listening to, I just listened to TubeBuddy. They had like a little, like a webcast going on. And you know, sometimes people will talk about when it comes to creating a YouTube channel, I'm kind of like curtailing a little off the subject here. And it was saying, like, when it comes to doing a YouTube channel, don't, I guess, the way I interpret it, don't put too many different things in the mix. Because some people are coming to your YouTube channel because they probably like the content you're putting out. So in other words, they say, well, I get subscribers based on the Let's Talk eBay and reseller news. So if I make a video out there and I put on there, oh, okay, this is how I create my video, or how I talk about digital cameras or videos, I like videos, digital video cameras or whatever, or stills, and I throw that information out there and I pop a video out, you guys might get it and say, what is this guy? He's talking about cameras now? I thought we were talking about eBay. But I just want to say this in closing in regards to a YouTube channel. I look at life this way. Spice is the variety of life, right? I mean, think about it. By putting different content down there, I would think a person would be more subtle, would be more inclined to keep going to your YouTube channel because they like the content you're putting out. So, I don't know. You guys share with me if you want. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you think I should just stay focused on one particular thing, or do you like the variety? You like a little, different types of videos I talk about? If you do, drop a comment below. I will respond to it as long as it's a nice comment. But I love what I do right now. I love selling eBay, and I love creating videos. And I'm going to keep doing it as long as the guy up there lets me too. Lets me keep doing it. But anyway, I would like to break now. Take a break. I don't think I'm going to be doing any more videos today because it is too late in the evening, and by the time this one gets uploaded and edited and stuff like that, it's going to take some time. So I think this will probably be the video for now, and I will be putting new videos out. So if you get a chance, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Richard Pasini. You're watching Let's Talk eBay for July 29, 2020. If you are an eBay seller or either any e-commerce seller, I'm wishing you all the best in sales. Until next time, bye-bye for now.